So I'm just assuming that you enjoyed this morning meditation. And then I believe that you were giving a bit of introductions on the topic that I'm going to teach. So let's begin with the sitting posture, which is most comfortable and relaxing for yourself. So it is when we find some relaxation for our body that we find we have an opportunity very good opportunity to just to check whether whether our mind is also as well as at peace and in tranquilities. Long say line now. Line now. No. So just to observing, is give us an opportunity to check and observe our mind as well. So the question is we need to check whether as well as we enjoy our relaxed state of body. So whether does is our mind is also at the state of peace and a relaxation or not, and so this is something that we need to if it is at peace or if it is not at peace, and then to find out to identify it, what is the the cause and conditions for that. So we will notice that really it is when as we this sit in a very relaxed physical postures, then we will notice that at the same time, if we enjoy a state of mind which is also something positive and calm and peaceful, then we find ourselves at peace and happiness. And on the contrary, if we notice that if our mind, our state of mind is disturbed and is not abiding within ourselves, and which happens, when there is any arising of any such like a thoughts, the distracting thoughts or the disturbing thought arises. So and then we notice that even if we are physically at peace and relaxed state, but then because our mind is not at a state of peace and relaxed, so we don't find ourselves at peace and happiness. So from these observations of our experience of our our state of mind, so there is something that we can learn something about it. No. There's some sort of message for us. No. So so what we learned in here, or what message we get from here, in observing this, what factor that really decides whether we are at peace and happiness. So the message is that we need to do something to enhance a positive and a good state of mind, and as well as on the other hand, we need to counteract or the agitated or disturbing state of mind. And so therefore we can understand therefore that we need to we can understand, we can appreciate the benefit of applying meditation practice. No. So that's the message that we get from this meditation.
That's on there. That is on the door, Mother Cardi Senator, says on what a Judah Shagan, what's on Togunua. Wrong did says on what the rose on what you do. Wrong did says on what the rose of what you do. Wrong did says on what the road never yet and sell a shedap of a chet on you. That's not something. Take a letter, Cardi Garden, says on what Judah Shagan. Says on what Judah, around there, Roche de Papillon. Jela tested with that says one mother Judah Shagan, says that son Hogan the others.
So it becomes obvious to us that how if we enhance a positive state of mind, then there is a benefit that from that we can derive benefit for ourselves, and as well as we can we can contribute the benefit to other beings. So therefore we can truly understand, recognize this the benefits training ourselves in the sense that trying to to habituate to train to habituate ourselves or our mind with the a positive state of minds.
Yeah. That's all the territory. Did not back good. So the Jonada says was you with that, says was under the choice, getting with share laying there. The carriage and so says on what then you say, Yabotiga, so then there's Chandy Gara, Nancy Zoe Gada, Nancy Zumbo there, Nemo Biches Mundova taking, take the shame. On Nancy Daisy, Monday with Nancy leg, take a said, Mashi Bache, the Bamalu Bache, the nigger said Mantu Bache, the nigger. Yashoda, so says what you told you. I don't know any good. Mang any teteware. Then says Zumba, not Zumba tea, or Nyamo Chet the Madonna. Then says Zumba the social diating. Papa stagger. Not necessarily the Madebaji Shuna, say Mashu, say Manchu Bashuna. 소선 더바 말로 봐지 진리가 나 최첨부의 진리가 야셔 탱게가 진리가 소저 로바 탱게 마다는 롱이 세서 뭐 코를 탱도 마대 제거야 돼 녜선도네 진리지 단예 세나면 진리지 당하서는 거고야 돼 고선
So we can learn here that how our own mind, our own state of mind can be our best friend. Like it can be our best friend. We need a best friend in the time when really everything is going well and everything is in good order. Because to ensure that we seize these opportunities, seize that good condition, our success to enjoy the success, to take delight in that, because again there is without the support, without maintaining this the support of the very positive state of mind, then there is a danger that we might be fall under the influence of certain the negative emotion, and so therefore thereby losing this opportunity to enjoy these good conditions. And then as well as in the time when we face certain adverse situations, of course then we need to depends upon this positive state of mind within us, so that we don't lose our spirit, our motivations for whatever we are doing due to this this unwanted or the adverse situation that we face. So therefore we can understand how which we can understand, which I strongly believe that this there's nothing more supportive, more to one's life than reliable support to one's life than one's own positive state of mind.
Tene jana tene soje kare danye dagin ge tate rong ge jere. Rong ge bo che tene rwa san do na tene chen da san te kon rong de.
So it is along this fact then we can understand the meaning of this advice by the Lord Buddha that you are your own protectors. So how then you can understand that it is how our own the state of mind, right, or the positive state of mind within ourselves can be the best projector for ourselves.
That's all that says what you dash that says what the Gare is that Catholic Church that Chadana, you are then the Gare is Shamba, Ninja Sargent, then Yempeja says Umbapa, the Shanchu says you got it. That no we chick, Nimbot, and the Imbre. Shamba, Ninja Sargent, Yempela. Yella Pamba Cono, so then get a setty other. The Lashun says, that's all. Suje chicken, Imbona, no we chicken, Imbona, but that tells you that you get him dead.
So keeping this in mind, that then we for this a day course, so we chose this subject on cultivating so-called the bodhicitta, so which is in altruistic mind or the aspiration to achieve the complete enlightenment to benefit all sentient beings. So in the Buddha's teaching, so this altruistic mind of enlightenment, so which essentially is really rooted in the in love and compassion, and it is the mind mental attitudes which completely shows only like a care or concern for other beings, and in fact, so this cultivating this altruistic mind of enlightenment, so is really the essence of the Buddha's teachings.
Pass on it. There's one of the Mando Kangaja, Shamba and Mando Jilla Shamba Yard. Yempage Somba and Mando Jilla, Yempage Somba Yard. Shamba Yard, Nije Yard, Yempage Somba Yard, then Mando Jed, Shamba Nije, Shure Jadi Shamba Nije Eden Kanachi, Shure Jembe Eden, somebody Nichi Yard. Then they Mando, Shure Jadi Shamba Nije, Shure maybe Shambing Oya, Kale, and Rotewachi. Shure Jadi, Jede Samba Kale, Kalete, Shure maybe Jedega, Novada Jala, that thing on the better tell you that tell Shaggy. Judah says that thing under the sun at Ada. The ring under the garden, Mother Jelly, Shamba Nije Yardes, Shamba Nije Tea Tony, Yella, Pento Shabade, Mayara, Shaba Tame, May Shaba Zombos and Ted. Roa Sangela Fess and a tea yella tip yard. Shamba Nije, Jede Somba Share. Somebody thing on Jella Petomba, Meg Sheba Yara, Mayara donkey. Mintona, Riantona says again, Son Tet on the 10 Jimana Tei, Maji Tei, Tei, Damasana, Mother Tei, that's also the Asia Santogara, measured the Jetan Calicon, Asia the Yajitona, and they are pushing to art. The Asia thing on there's a little Hawaii.
So as I said before, so this the bodhicitta, or this altruistic mind of enlightenment, so is really rooted in the in loving kindness and in compassions, and so now so therefore if we ask ourselves each one of us, whether does do I have these love and compassion which we are talking about, which is really essentially the main cause or the root cause of this the bodhicitta mind. So then of course we do have that love, we do have it. And also, as I said, this bodhicitta mind really also is a mind which cherishes the well-being of other beings, and which genuinely concerned about the other beings. Again, if we ask this question, do we have that? Then we do have some kind of the similitude of this mind. We do have some sort of thought, state of mind which cares about other beings. So we have that. So therefore now we say, why we have to train ourselves with this the loving kindness, with the compassion. So it's because what we already have within us. So is very, if we look into it, so it is very biased and very partial. Whether we talk in terms of some form of love that we show, affection that we show to other, or with the compassion that we feel towards other, or this thought, the altruistic, the attitude of benefiting others. So when we look into these, all these attitude, the state of mind and mental attitude that we show to others, these are all very biased, very. So it is not extended to all other beings. So therefore, we have to understand that the point of really now coming here to do this course, so is to really to perfect, is really to further develop these what we already have, this the love, compassion, and the thought of the concern and the care, loving and caring thought towards others. So something this we want to develop. So again, if we have to think of it, it is when we think of this, think about the benefit of this, then the marvelous, like the qualities of this, cultivating the quality of the loving kindness and the compassion. So we can clearly understand that is something really the main cause which determines the personality, whether the nature of that a person is good or bad is all depend on that. And so it is this quality which shapes cultivating, enhancing the love and compassion towards others, and that we can shape our self as a person into a very manner, very good nature persons. So therefore it's really to understand that when we talk of the engaging, perceiving spiritual practice, so it is to understand that what is something more effective, more beneficial is to focus on something that quality which we already have that, and then think of developing and perfecting that. So rather than if we focus on something that which we do not possess, then if it's something we do not possess, then of course it is not something relevant, and it won't be the effect won't be so immediate to our life.
Kola maze beji lochi le garela ko dunga na yi senje kola Dunga de fa seala roba che denga. Con non di che denga no ba tenis saying dua. Shomba se de Pone tela mazene de dende de ko roba de tenis yung dua. Te ngene sono di. Jean-Pierre sombe kan longe ta shobani to ngene ngado ke chimbo shibo jerende wa. Te sono ngado yung go ya de. Shomba ni je ge toni ngado jela pento wa yung wa. Jeno nyebo yung wa. Te toni je soja soja ge chu zum no ba te to wa yung dang ngado te se ge jere no go ya ma re dan de me nin de de ma je me de ra ta a son de de te ton ro de ga de ya. Don't what so fun is that.
So just to quickly explain the meaning of like the love and the compassions. So these the mental attitude is very much aimed at benefiting others, at reaching out to others, is directed towards others, and so the both as some sort of sense of concern and a genuine thought of wanting to benefit others. So now the difference is that when we talk about compassions, then usually we look the compassion arise on the with respect to or in relation with those who are inflicted with sufferings, inflicted with some problems, and then if you have a compassions, if you feel compassion towards those who are suffering, then you feel like an empathy. You feel concerned about. You feel sensitive towards that. You cannot. You feel unbearable to see them in suffering. So this sense of unbearabilities, which is really the indication of compassion. So when you have that, then you will do something. You will or at least you would really feel. You wish them that other being to be free of suffering. So that is the meaning of compassion. So on the other hand, the love is you feel towards again is directed towards those others who are are lacking joy, comfort, or lacking happiness, and then if you have a love, then again you feel that you show your concern, you care about them, and so again there's some this sense of like a sensitivity of their what they are feeling, and so therefore you want to do you wish them to have the joy, comfort, and happiness, and so therefore when we think of given this as the meaning of this love and compassion, and now if we imagine that if we cultivate these within ourselves, and then the outcome or the benefit of that, effect of that is in terms of giving help to others, and also then you bring yourself closer towards other, and make it express your openness, your friendships towards others.
That's on the theater that Shamba Nije Gobade, Roche de Papel, Zesh de Papel, Ketanges, the Ding on the sense of what you do. Nova cut Codon 맞지 맞지. 코는 로는 뒷놈 바꿔든 아도 로 시대 밥병 걸 내도 돼. 뒤도 제라 시대 밥병 너 때도 용거도 와. 다 되고. 가르가 로 시대 밥에 뭐 예수 시대 밥에 깨도 마시는 때도 마시 야부 제라야. 아도 제라 되고야. 제라 마대 아도 용거야 말해. 제라 펜바투 페투 펜바드 근데 제나 뒤쳐서 이거 로라요 펜바도 내가 영화 소소 영어이 자다 영어 그냥 가야지 캐서야 받아 소소 영어이 자다 영어도 와 내가도 얘네 맞게 봐도 근데 가라 지켜내줘래 개말내줘로 손으로 듣는다 tendiga nansa de chike lecture malajure tin nansa anjun rakes de nga teng anjun ra ma de ngene za tonche de gangke na ji de de sa so a chem no de ge se de de se ju nga de de ya de de da
so the love and compassion has the really the great potentials to bring peace, a true peace and happiness in one's life, and also to bring the peace and life in the life of other beings. So therefore, we can say that if we cultivate this. Or hold these love and compassions within us, at all time, then then we can say that there will be peace and happiness for ourselves, and we giving the same to other beings. So in this way, it's very important to also to understand that why we also need to. It's important for one to cultivate such a or hold the mental attitude of such a loving kindness and compassion is also because we are all in reality. So we are all connected. We are connected to each other, all other beings, and so therefore the really the benefiting others. So it is not only something that you benefit others, but it's also benefiting oneself, and so so from this, when we talk about this, the value of love and compassion. So it is not something which is something which is agreeable, something which is relevant to those who have some believer, or who have some believe in some faith. But even those who don't have any such thing to faith systems, even they can also accept this the benefit and then the value of this love and compassion. So it is something which which we can say not only in practical terms. There is we can see there's a benefit for oneself and one's other, and in fact we must practice. We must cultivate this love and compassion, even not only for others. If we have to find more peace and happiness, it is depend on that. So not only that, how even when we talk about this love and compassion, so it is something very which goes. I would say that it goes really well to all the listeners.
That's on the other Kangari date to drew dengue Kuzarwa. Said that on day just to drew dengue. Monday doing a fast set dengue, telling I don't better check. That is also day general. Te pa jani, te jeda te lusho de jedena, then Maria, Maria, Jachevishala, so Dungan don't say, you don't want about you. They are dead, the Muguru, they are Dratanjo, said that. Mando there on a Dungan don't say, you are then Dungan don't you pass it, then Dungan yelling a tea, call Dungan, call you never but you and do a Jim, I say, by then he's a minute. Tanda say, I don't know, Dungan don't never there, Dungan don't there, Dungan yelling by you, isn't it? Dungan don't then, Zella Peto, Tintina, Dungan don't have Pegua. Yell never says, Dungan didn't do a nine, the pet energy, some tennis to what Dungan don't they say, Dungan yelling by. They are there, you told me, Rungi there, rather than say that. I don't, Dungan. Don't they are dread they were there, just rich you are, isn't it? Okay, woman. Dungan don't they are tell like Dungal Pat you then get on a chin do. They are the million niggas, Saki, do not tell me, they are met again. I saw the sentence on any to that. Shomba Ije Abogona, so the day about the Hakosona, that's a child, a pebble of us on that way.
So it's obvious, why the love and compassion is something which is the value of which is something which is appreciated by all the beings, is because we all the beings are the same in seeking happiness and in wanting to avoid sufferings. So therefore and then the happiness that we seek. So then the main source of which is this love and compassions, and then as well as through cultivating love and compassion is also the effective means to actually to avoid or to alleviate sufferings. So therefore, it's important to focus, to reflect upon this value, this true value and the benefits of this cultivating love and compassion in relating relating this value to one's own life. And so in this way we will be more motivated, more inspired to about cultivating and making an effort. So therefore we can recall here this famous passage by the great Indian master Shantideva, who said that how although all sentient beings, we all seek happiness, but we kind of run after the happiness, chase after the suffering. Although we do not want sufferings, but we run after or chase after the sufferings. And so although we all want happiness, but out of our ignorance, so we destroy our happiness as if it is our enemies. So this what this passage show is that how even on fundamentally how our basic instinct is to realize always to of wanting happiness and to of avoiding sufferings. So that is that is same to all the living beings. We all same in that. And then the question is, then if that's the case, then why we find instead of we find more, suffering that in our life, and then as he say, even if we seek, even if we do not want sufferings, so we're saying that but we keep creating the causes, even deliberately, intentionally, we're creating the causes of suffering. So therefore, it's like we are, the chasing or the running after same as running or chasing after the sufferings, and then the however when there is our fundamental or our instincts, the instinctively, so we all wish for happiness, and yet the reason why we do not find happiness is because we we are we do not recognize because we create the cause, because what we do is on the contrary to bringing happiness. So therefore, what we do is almost like we are destroying, as if the happiness is as the Shantideva says, as if the is our enemy. So we're destroying the causes of happiness. So it's just shows the lack of the knowledge or the how we are the ignorance about the cause and effect. No.
다 something. So no te ngaza shira zomboji beje she tono ngade yongum mundiwa. Ya, dimje nesete mene tanda ngaza son to nojire. Ya, sala shedaba yongmayini yone yongke de kade mayo kade ngaza shira ji 깨gerela 된다. ngada rongote ade yongumdiwa. Te to sozo shira beje sheto ike 좀 shira ibre. 싫어 로테고는 로이다. 다선 대해서 다 다다시 안 노제래. 시험만 이제 싸워지지. 현주세 코로바 유다셰 발라. 유다셰 명화세는 다세는 다 내가 시다치면은 르선한 이슈였으니 산들.
So from the above passage, so we can understand how important it is for us to cultivate true wisdoms and then to utilizing the wisdom as a guide for our life, to navigating through to our life. And so because on the contrary, so it's all these all the wrong action, wrongdoing that we is all because of the ignorance. So now as we said now, talking about this, how we all seek happiness, and how the source of the most important source of our happiness so is this the altruistic mind or the bodhicitta, and which is rooted in love and compassion. So now as to the question of how to cultivating, how to generate this altruistic mind of enlightenment. So there are two main methods in all the instructions, as explained by the great the early master, or the we call it like the charioteers of the Buddhisms.
다서 선데 명아니에다 전에 명아 된 거는 쉬운 세 쉬운 나진 여기 거는 쉬운 세 쉬운 이요가래 당간도 다진이 오신 센시데 다 대전신 지바자 노가마 대다선 대이데.
So these two main the instructions or the methods, so which are the sevenfold, cause and effect to generate bodhicitta, and then the exchanging, the method of exchange or the equalizing and exchanging self with others.
나 나진 연주권 쉐샤 야제메 샤라 파소테 예메레 제네 명마 데네서 제 빠데 다와타 봤는데 지지 정발에서 봤더니 다 소테네 세르만데 되는 봐 유다더니 용하래.
So these of the two these two methods, so the method of sevenfold cause and effect, so the comes from the great master like the Chandakritis, and whereas the method of exchanging self with others, so it comes from the Shantidevas.
Sonutona, Jedu Den, Jepa, Jegade, Jet also dengen. That thing and get him much anyway. That's on day after. Dajen Yajugoni, Sajunga Kodano, Jedo Ronin, the Jet also. Rongi Tedo, Jet, that's also get you. Lojushi resentus. Ra. Son teto. Teto 다 맞아 깔리 카운라 세나 무슨 용요 알데네. 대가르데네. 용거야 알데네. 맞아 강가지. 칠 대와요. 이자 갈래 갈 로지셔는 안돌라 용거야 알데. 단도 맞아 되니 맞아 내서 세리야 마. 단도 맞아 론지 제니 로자요. 롱게 대아디 제이 대아니 로 대아 소송가 맞지 틀리다 대대와라 다네 만을래 대톤 당한다 자 만데 봐 되니 용거야 이제 대아도 롱게 대아 소아치 뭐지 얘도 롱이 롱거들 개쳐 뭐지 로사치 뭐지 다 대톤은 가다 자 만데 요다 내 만는데 시 들려 야 로도 제전 제조아송 롱게 대아도 제데 제지 대아 소아치면 롱게 고자데 잔데 모아요 대아 모아요 내서 되는 용거야 된내서 시스를 갈래 갈때 용도 내서 선수뭐 대를 당연히다 사사용에는 대를 하고 온다 내가도 간가야 좀 가서 이제래 가서 가가 로지 제니 로조아치면 예제 대도 로텐이 로테서 소소네. 예나요 로도 제니 제소송게. 롱게 대아도 제제 예 대아 소송게. 체만다와 시부지 용거도 와. 근데 예버 자성 하나 봐. 근데 예버 자성은 대 고자지 제 시부지 여산이 와. 다선 대도 와. 네 사이시엔스 들으셔 가래. 라 로츠아치 와서 로디가 가데나스 가데 용데 예 잡아 제베제 예 소송 티나스다 가데 용데 나스 세상 모두 그래 된 거지 되고 때니 다선 대도 들어도 돼.
So so in the method of this equalizing and exchanging self with others, so we need to look into this we make comparisons between the advantages or the disadvantages of the between the cherishing oneself or cherishing others, or between working towards just for one's like a selfish purpose, or towards benefiting others, and so therefore this when we for us who are not used to this mind of cherishing other beings, and they're not used to the consider or recognize the other more important, more significant, more precious than oneself. So and also not used to doing the things to fulfill the welfare of other beings. So rather we more focus on always focusing on fulfilling our own selfish interests. So therefore, for us, when we say we have to, when we hear about this teaching that this is the, we must now shift our focus. That is to, instead of focus on our own self as something most important, and always working to our own selfish interests, then we must the focus on cherishing other beings, and then the working to fulfill their purposes, and so when we so for us, so it's a great challenges, because this is something which we are not used to it. Of course, it is also not going to be that it's going to be very hard for us as well. So however, there is if it is possible to to change our our mental attitudes through the developing the more clear understanding of which of these two mental attitudes is more beneficial for oneself. So this for us. So therefore, this is a bit more like we engaging in this the practice where we train our mind to understand. We train our own mind and trying to understand whether what is more, which of the two is more beneficial, whether to cherishing, self-cherishing or cherishing others. So of course we will come more on this later on. But really the point is to look into we got to reflect upon the situation of the someone whose the core interest is just the self, for one's own self, and then when we look into the situation of that person, then we need to see and then compare that with then another person whose core interest, whose core focus is to direct it towards others, who place the other in front of oneself, who place the purpose of others, before the purpose of oneself, and to see the difference when we see the overall situation of these two persons, then we find that a person who is very self-centered and always concerned about their own selfish purpose. So we see there's more problem in their life. There's a more sense of insecurity, more things going wrong, and whereas the other persons who's focusing is more on others, so there's more the benefit, the more comfort, more joy in that person's life. So this is what the in this when we focus on this teaching. So this is what we need to we need to reflect on.
That's something. That's something that really tang and it is not very anyway. That's in it on your tag. Road the J. That day you are la. That sono cadets to cars. Today you are la sono cadets cars and talking they were carcassier, Dodona, Pache. Arizona. Senche Tonche, Machilla, Puchia, you want the Shibuchi, younger one. Then, no, Senche to you, get no budget, said Jetan, the ning any. A road of Jan, their Senchen Twachimos. A wrong the other young Senchen, younger than the other, Twachimos, then do this, the younger, Senche, you get no budget, Jetana, then you would have one. So got it. But Pamiga, Pogi Chuchuka, call you, no, no, and a Pamita don't do. So they are the Pogi, they are the rich young do. So Dunga, the Pogi Dunga, the Santa, so they young do. Then Jenny, Pama Zumbi, Pajit, the opposite was shown wrong. Somebody needs a thing on it. Then you're nothing in it. Move do I think in the Pamaji. Then this thing on the Lord Chief Conano, you think he said, Marco, Lord Chief Conano, then you think he said, when I lam, I get the Conia, my judge of Cona, younger than Congi Metin, Jiba, Megan said, Judge. Corner, mother Lolo, corner, la, Robert, you know, my ass. Cards and Martin, so much making tea, there, so the Lord of General, you then get the check, called near the chief corner, conducting man, I tell him a guy. Mamma called me and take it down the shade. There was a near the girl called Sad Man Magai. Tell I don't know it, a lot of continuing. That day, Jamali was saying, Son to Yapua, the corner lamb, at the coin, quoting, going, meeting Jibai, any man, Magajo, taking and lodger Chumbots. Corner lamb, and Jibishi. Manzo, younger marriage a part of your word, I said. That's on there to there.
So all we need to do is to train our mind, and so through training our mind, so it is possible. It is possible for us to bring change in our within our mind. So we can change our mind to the extent that as it says, we can feel that all feel the love and these affections to all sentient beings, as if they are all your own children, like a very much beloved children. So just as we can no, so just as how when we look into the parents the affections towards their beloved children. So how that affection is really through that affections, so there is a sense of endearment, sense of endearment, in sense of like which which they experience when they when they recognize, when they see whenever they see that or observe their children, so they feel this some sense of pleasantness, a joy which brings some sort of joy when they observe or when they see the children. So because of that, then when the children are if the children lack some comfort, lack joy, and so they would rather to give the joy all the joy to others. And if they observe children the undergoing any discomfort, so they wanted to relieve that, so much so that they wish even to take their those the unpleasant experience themselves. They take them themselves. So in the same way, if we train our mind to cultivate to this sense of like endearment or towards or the loving kindness towards all other beings, then it's possible to feel love and compassion. So in this way, the question of whether when we say even though we find it something right now, if there's some things we find it very extremely difficult to cultivate certain mental attitudes. So it's because we are not habituated with that mental that attitudes. But so the question of whether something is hard or not, difficult or not, is depend on our level of our familiarities, our habituation with that things. So as this great master Shantideva said, there is nothing which cannot become easy through the force of familiarities, of the habituations, and just as how you could have someone who who's hearing of the name of some persons might frighten you, but how then later on that you are become so close to that you are become so fond of that person that you cannot even cannot live a moment, an instant, without the presence of that person's that frighten you. So what the passage is saying that how such a drastic change happens with when in our can happen with our mind when our mind becomes the certain familiar with some things, then even if that very things might be previously might be really very extremely difficult, but then it becomes almost like a natural, become very easy. So just as how as this Shantideva elaborate in this passage, how if there's someone there who simply by hearing the name of that person you hate, and you so much that you would annoy and would frighten you, but then how afterward when you become close to that person's and become so fond of that person, then you when you build that relation, you become familiar, become so close acquaintance with that person, then how the same person then you even cannot you want that person to always close to you all the time that you even you cannot stand without for an instance. So this shows the force of the familiarities. So and so therefore even right now if we think of all this, the practice of the cultivating this the mind of cherishing other, then how, even though we might find it very extremely difficult, and whereas on the other hand to overcoming this or to challenging this this self-cherishing mind could be extremely difficult, because so however if we cannot, it's important that because it's difficult that we cannot stop doing anything about it, so rather we even if it's rather we just, as is said here, we just got to keep in mind only reason it is difficult is because of the lack of familiarities, and you can make it familiarities, develop the familiarity through putting an effort. So therefore should see a worth of making effort, even if it's something is very extremely difficult.
That's something. That's Senje no bad yola, sono candeto garden, General Dingon, son to Sejeno, so machine, the machine. Mashi is teaching about it. But tit and tizzle, the Lola Unity Congo, Senje Yong, no budget, Sinton over. That's another motion theatre. 다전에 저건 현세세가 된 로치반 진즈데 올라자 네바근지 싸 이것만 네바서 이제 집안집에 진즈데 고등병원이 예때도 섬바 딩원이 되니 생체 요구 넘어지 저인 거라 이자 하고서 제 고대원라지 제 대선도는 거 나중에 세대는 로치반집에 진즈데 고등병원 네바서 예지반제비 진저데 고ተ명원이 에테 somba 큰이 큰이 손에 아버지도 내네 생전은 얘도 공화시 내려래요 가르선 손은 대존은 생전에 가르치무치무치 레요 하초까지 첨부들려고 되니 용어들 레요 와 다들 마시 시 전에 만노지가 저듯이 제거래라 롬매바 저는 얘도 공화신 용어도 봐. 대선은 절레서야 돼 용어도 봐. 손 드는도 봐. 대지 고치 뭐야. 손도는 용어야. 현재 마트마시 마시마 천대 만노지. 저건들이 상한데. 그래서 다 대서래. 그 저선대 실래. 저선대 실래. 저선대 실래 그랬더니 에다 치제 저선대真是说那这东西，原来的，现在呢，现在马容那么容了老一的下东西，但是那么下进用过的真，人家牛也不就但得有啥的，他上太多的，上天天我呢，现在用过的这。天天我的这呢，他得做了天天想把你这来个，有我想把这在也搞要嘛，有的呢，今天没话的有我想把的，他上台动这个的子。
So there is the practice, which if we engaging and then train ourselves, then we can cultivate this sense of endearments towards all towards all sentient beings. So which like according to the of these two methods, two instructions to generate bodhicittas. So the one instruction which is sevenfold cause and effect. So according to that method, then we reflect on the how the all sentient beings have been one's mother, and trying to recognizing that once how the each of all the sentient beings have served as one's mothers, and so therefore, just as the affections, the sacrifice, affection that you receive from your the current life like mothers that you have received, and all the supports and the sacrifice that your current mother have made for oneself, to support one's life. So in same way, so we in that we're trying to recognize the what you call as the trying to remembering the kindness of all the other the sentient being as one's mother. So then through this contemplating, or through recognizing this kindness of the all sentient being as one's mother, then naturally then there will be this thought of wanting to repay their kindness will arise, and so therefore through this, so we can see that we can cultivate or we can generate what this kind of the loving kindness, form of loving kindness, which is called a sense of endearments. So through which we all the other all the other sentient being, then appear to our mind as something very like a loving and some sort of very with a deep sense of like having a deep sense of intimacy with them, and so this is a way. So therefore we can see how through training, through first of all establishing the fact that how all sentient being as being one's mother, as one's kind mother, and then likewise the kindness of all the other sentient beings. So and then on the addition to that, then when we follow this, the second method, the method of exchanging the self with others. So where then further we focus on this focus or contemplating on the like the fault of this self-cherishing mind through through various through many ways, and then on the other hand, to thinking on the excellent qualities or the advantages of this mind of cherishing other beings, and so through this again through this way, then we can generate and enhance this loving kindness and compassion towards all beings.
Then you just should remember, you human should remember, Shoji said, Tombota, Tonyo the bottom, Yapo, rest at that, you might send no man on 10 ton and rest. In the task on that, sent to the General Menga, the Dajin, you're going to say Shabalachi, not a logic, such a matter relay on the are. Shankar Vandas, such a do, they want to ask in. Take caches on that, they do they want to want the upon the one that do they want to ask and then say they are the one they were Yomba. And then a roach in the share got among the somba. Yet in the tetament got among at the somba. And then Dajan Yomba. Then la Dajan, tell her then. Dajin Yomba then. Don't let Shambata and Tonga, you just said Lembago Pass and such a nothing. Such a man, going to my own, there are sanctions with the Hajamat Matation, no matter. Shanghai take us in this, such a upon the Center, such a Shanghai Kano is such a mother. And then I learned the whole mother.
So having cultivated this loving kindness of the feeling of endearment or this pleasantness towards pleasantness or the attractions towards all sentient beings, then the one can then give rise to these love and compassions. So, which is essentially is the intention or an aspirations to benefit the other beings or to fulfill the welfare of all other beings, and then now the prior to or to this cultivating this loving kindness. So there is the one engages in according to the great Tsongkhapa. So there is one engages in this meditation called the to meditation to cultivate this state of equanimity, and so this state of equanimity will has a benefit or has the effect of making the love and the compassion that you generate later on as like a unbiased and as impartials to all sentient beings without discrimination. So it has that the effect, beneficial effect on that. And so now regarding this, the whole the presentations of this how to cultivate bodhicitta through this the method of the equalizing and exchanging self with others. So in the Papunga's Great Master Papunga's text, the liberation in the palm of hand. So where there's listed there are 5 main headings there, and which the number of occasions that His Holiness Dalai Lama said that was a very good structure to and easy to kind of apply, and so therefore you see in there the 5 structures, 5 headings of that. These whole presentations include like the first the meditating on the equality of oneself and others in terms of wanting happiness and not wanting sufferings, and then to meditating on the fault of the self-cherishing minds in many ways, and then the shortcomings, the excellent qualities of cherishing other beings in many ways, and then there is the actual exchanging meaning, actual meaning of the exchanging self with others, and then there is a meditation on giving and takings. No. So, so we'll have to stop this morning session here. But however, if anyone has a questions, maybe. Yeah.
I just like to ask Geshe that as we learn this, put our mind to this exchange, the equanimity. Sometimes I feel like I almost like have to reduce that affection, and if I have to reduce the affection that I already have for the ones who are close to me.
Reduce, yeah.
Yeah, reduce the affection that I already have for the ones who are close to me. Almost I sometimes feel almost a sense of shame that I have so much affection for those who are close to me. So, what to do with that?
So, I didn't get it. What the question?
Sorry.
She's saying that she feels she has to reduce her affection to those close to her.
Okay.
No.
The Tangyum Gonzamada Samala Sem Nyoma Chese Jorage. The Gumdi Samada Sosoki, Namju Sosoki, Gabu Chesa, and Sosoki, Sedung Chesa Jorwa. Together, Sedung Yundu Dance, Sedung Merso, and Digi Dos Madev Udosam. No. No.
Te gogo ya le tene dal shongba chirtu de tene ya tene ngoma de nga de zo de ta de chaba de re de wa de ida me se na chaba no ma de be de ma de ma chirti ya de ngoma ngi che on kon de re so chin ro ma de.
Yes, that's a good question, but it should not be the case that when we meditate on that we should be to cultivating, we should be reducing the love to those who are close to us. That should not happen. Okay, so it might be, we talk about in the past that maybe something to we make the difference between the love and the attachment. Sometimes, quite often, our feeling of love to someone might be also mixed with some sort of attachment to that same persons, and but as far as the love goes, I mean, it should be not reducing. We should be always increasing it. However, if sometimes it could possible that in your experience, if you might feel a sense of as if you decrease the love, but it might be indication of decreasing the attachment. So that all love mixed with the attachment, so that maybe that might be possible.
So long time, so that tattoo your man.
So this is only your in your meditations, how you mentally you or emotionally you feel towards others. You could have this kind of experience of feeling closer or feeling less close. You could have that. But however, in this should not have any impact in terms of in your real life that you in terms of the way you show your care and support towards others. No. You have any more questions?
May I ask Geshe to give me some advice as to how to actually put in real practice for myself to exchange self for others when, especially like for instance, blood relatives who consistently and persistently hurt your feelings. Your mind is in turmoil. You want to be good to them and show loving kindness, but one part of you is saying, I'm hurt. Why am I doing this? I want to give up. So should we continue and persevere and try, or just say, forget it?
근데 당신 냠제스는 다수 디란 대화의 교례스 모란 지당 디 소소당 지다 남미스보다 타니보다 따도 제라게 한 삼성 따도 제다 강에 다 시우지된 테네 안에 삼샤고 면하는 상구도 없어. 알았어. 다파 밀 따도 제조라게 바게 따도 제를 강에 채우러 디 동len 제 가고 있는 차네 안에 디 된데 디 간데스 동len 간데 채우래서
네 나네만 이제 배들래 이제 쉬체는 다도 윤정아 이제도 쉬치스를 되는 대용하다 여러분한테 쉬셔봐도 이제 뭐 두다 봐서 같이 진짜 대로 쉬주세 마셔봐다 제저를 쉬세시야라 통제는 세제선 화를 잘 클랜 거라 그 카드 제발라 쉬 이제만 되거니나 니에만 클랜 거만 니에만 되래 소 되는래서 콜레 코 따도서 콜레지 가제 저러 따도서 하죠 콜레 맨맨 쟤네 저러 강아전을 콜송도 걸어 콜이 쇼바 이제면 이제야나 저러 따도 뉴로 세주와마 이제 매들 깔리 거 쉬세바는 용거야 자세 시야바다 샤가보 모으셔야 타이바네 샤가바레스 제사거든 세제 종 시간에 봐라. 일단은 알처럼 먹어지 쉬어봐야 되니 이게 이제 뭐 쉬어보면은 되는 용어 말이 내서. 또 이제 가들래 오다.
We might come back on maybe something related to your answer in the this afternoon teachings, which is related to compassions. How to be cultivate and to maintain to develop the compassions. So generally, it is said that the bodhisattvas, engaging in bodhisattvas deeds is not easy. Even for bodhisattvas, because we're talking about the in terms of the number of sentient beings, so the limitless, and then there are the needs of the other sentient beings, and so there's so many the difficulties to do the actions, to do the bodhisattva's deeds. So that's why the way the bodhisattvas were able to however to perform the deeds, or what really gives a lot of them this boost the energy in benefiting others, is the compassions, to compassions. And this is why we will find that in the text that the compassion is in is important in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. So in terms of how, right in the beginning, it is a compassion which motivate us to go out and to help others. And then even in the middle, when we're helping, and then how we cope with whether we're able to sustain our act of benefiting is also depends on our compassion, So when compassion becomes less, then we find it difficult. So we might maybe talk a bit more on that. Thank you. So it might be words sometimes, of course, we say I can understand that sometimes things become a bit too much, and so therefore maybe it's important to do a bit of like a self-care, and then you important to find some quiet moment for yourself to relax, relaxations, and just to think that don't try to self-blame to yourself that you're not able to do. Rather should feel positive that you are doing everything. I'm doing everything I can to support the persons, and so then just to meditate on, just reflect on the benefit of on compassion and so forth. So in this way, important to overcome, if you feel any such like a stress and so forth.
Yeah,